father spent over 20 years in the armed forces, allowing our beautiful country to remain free while giving parts of him, physically and mentally, that will never be given back. He is a devoted father and recently lost his beautiful wife in the beginning of 2022. He has a hard time getting around due to injuries in his legs and has had 2 total hip replacements with revisions. He has a hard time stepping over the lip of the bathtub, making it very hard for him to shower daily. A new bathroom, specifically a walk-in shower, would change his life. There would be no frustration for trying to accomplish a necessity of everyday living.
I joined the Air Force 2 weeks out of high school, July 3rd, 1969. Went to basic training in San Antonio, Texas, Lackland Air Force Base for 6 weeks. Went in with a buddy of mine in high school. We both went to tech school at Chanute Air Force Base, Illinois. I had orders to my first base, California, nice and close to home, only 3,000 miles. But stayed there until I got orders to Thailand. I put in for Vietnam and Thailand, actually. I wasn't afraid to go to Vietnam if they would have sent me. Probably would have been afraid if I got there. And it was a good deal because I was at the B-52 base, the biggest base over there. Worked on bombers and tankers, and it was so impressive to see them loaded up with bombs. I wouldn't want to have been on the receiving end, but anyway, stayed 1 year there. That was a 1-year tour. Then got orders to Nellis, Las Vegas. And that was a good deal too, because I was right near downtown Las Vegas. Elvis was still playing there then, Jack Benny and all the other old timers. And I spent 6 months the first time. Then came back to Nellis, and they said, "Do you want to go back to Thailand?" Yes. So I went back for 6 weeks. And I should have stayed over there till the end, because it was a good deal now that I think of it. It wasn't that hard. We were on 8 hours and not 12 at Utapao. Then at Nellis I got out. I was in 2 guard units in Air Force Reserves during that time. And then in '82, President Reagan said if you want to go back in, he was accepting people who've been out not over 5 years, so I decided to go back in. Wanted to do something bigger than myself. They sent me to Griffiths over here in Rome. '82 to '87 I was there working on F-106s. And they retired the 106s and everybody got orders, and you could put in from wherever you want in the world. So I put in for England, Germany, and I got Bitburg Air Base, Germany. That was home to the F-15 Eagle. So I got to work on those for 3 years. And in '88, went back here to get married. So I brought the wife back over with me to Bitburg, Germany. And then I came back here to McGuire Air Force Base, New Jersey. Worked on C-141s. And they were all retired after I left, but now they have C-17s. But I retired in '98. I just kept re-enlisting. So that's end of story. I've lived happily ever after.
It takes a lot to dedicate your life, especially 20 years of service like my father provided for our country. The challenges from being in the service, he did have parotid cancer, which they believe could have came from the chemicals that he was ingesting or inhaling while he was doing the sheet metal list. Recently, last year, he was diagnosed with some nerve damage in his leg. He was falling a lot and had even blood clots in his leg, so he wasn't able to even lift it up. He's since had physical therapy, but it won't ever be 100%. We have a lip in our tub and it's pretty high, so we can't just easily walk in. He takes a lot of sponge baths, which I give him. Once in a while I can assist him in the shower. And he also has AFib, which causes a lot of difficulty breathing. So even just standing up or even walking over the lip, he's out of breath instantly. Because as you age, you rely on others, and sometimes it might be a little embarrassing. So I think that would help him a lot, be independent and keep him at home, essentially.
Oh, I was delighted, surprised. It'll be a lot easier for me, because I have developed a lot of medical problems since I've been out. I have a shortness of breath. This leg, I have a bad nerve which affected my muscles, so it's kind of like having a wooden leg. Yeah, I've had 3 hip replacements, and after the last one was a revision. They put in a different kind of hip. I couldn't even get out of the tub. I mistakenly went in and took a bath. I had to crawl out of the tub and crawl back to my room. So I won't have to do that anymore with this walk-in shower.
I follow you guys, and I saw and I was like, oh, what a great idea. It would help us a lot, especially with my mother's passing. There is a loss of income, so I can't do this on my own. And he's on a fixed income, so yeah, we appreciate New York Stash offering this opportunity for our veterans.